us when, Rob. You could share them with your director. You could share all that when, Rob, director. Back in. Okay, council, we're back in open council. Councillor Burns, you can still hear us?
Yes.
Okay, council, I'll get the general manager to read out the closed part of the meeting.
Councillors, in regard to the confidential session of council, council considered 6 items. I'll read those resolutions now. In regard to CR 3.1, commencement of legal proceedings for breaches of development consent, council resolved that it delegate authority to the general manager to seek the advice of a barrister and report back to council. In regard to item CR 3.2, lease of shop 6B Campbell's Corner building, council resolved to approve the request to lease shop 6B Campbell's Corner building to the Scone Chamber of Commerce for 12 months for an amount of $3,900. In regard to item CR 3.3, Scone to Murrurundi Pipeline Reservoir Site land purchase, council resolved 1, to proceed with the purchase of the following freehold land, an area of 1,450 square metres, proposed as lot part 50 on the plan of acquisition of part lot 5 in DP 1123985. 2, to provide delegated authority to the general manager to negotiate the purchase of the identified parcel of land. And 3, provide delegated authority to the general manager to execute all relevant documentation in relation to the purchase of the identified parcel of land. In regard to item CR 3.4, tender 26 of 2021, 133 Kelly Street, Scone, public amenities and building restoration, council resolved 1, to accept the modified tender from the building refurbishment and creation of a toilet facility at 133 Kelly Street, Scone, from the Flying Builder for $537,620.80 plus GST, and 2, to receive and note the revised scope of work for 133 Kelly Street, Scone. In regard to CR 3.5, tender T 272021 HUN, supply and delivery of road-based materials, council resolved 1, to accept the tender as a best fit for purpose panel source list of suppliers for the period of 1 January 2021 to 31st December 2022, and 2, subject to satisfactory performance, allow a further 12-month optional extension from the 1st of January 2023 to 31st of December 2023. And CR 3.6, tender T 412021 HUN, provision of road safety barriers. Council resolved 1, to accept the tender as a panel source tender of suppliers for the period 1st of April 2021 to 31st March 2023 for both categories 1 and 2. And 2, subject to satisfactory performance, allow a further 12-month optional extension from 1st of April 2023 to 31st March 2024 for both categories 1 and 2.
Thank you, Mr. General Manager. Councillors, that brings the end to our meeting. Just before I go, Councillor Fisher, thank you for your filling in for the last 3 weeks while I was on leave. So, councillors, please hand your confidential reports back into Robin, and I'll declare the meeting closed at 6:26. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.